Pro boxing fans here in Manchester with Spence Oliver. Spence, it's weighing day. I do want to talk about the events that have happened overnight, or well, since the last time I spoke to you. Frank Warren has confirmed that the talks with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk are officially off. What do you make of all of this, man?
Yeah, gutted if I'm totally honest. You know, I think they were very nearly there. Fury was trying to maybe squeeze a little bit too much. You know, I think it was all about the rematch clauses and what were in those rematch clauses, percentage-wise. Usyk's team weren't happy with what they were getting. I think that they should have just gone 50-50 down the middle in the rematch clause. You know, Fury was already getting a good bite of the cherry with the 70-30. Go 50-50, that was probably fair, and I don't know the ins and outs of it, mate, but I'm just gutted we ain't got it because it seems like we're a million miles away again. Heavyweight boxing is not just the pinnacle of boxing, it's the pinnacle of sport. Everyone, there's all eyes on it, and I think the public perception now is like they're all pissed off. You know, they wanted that undisputed fight. You know, it goes back to 1999. Lennox Lewis around the Holyfield, that was the free belt era. So, you know, it's a long time coming, and yeah, gutted it ain't here.
Just talk to me about public perception. You just mentioned it there. It seems like a lot of people are not happy with the situation.
Yeah.
A lot of people are actually called into talk sports.
Yeah.
You have talked about Tyson Fury. I'm not sure how. What do you make of the image? What is done for his image? This whole negotiation period.
Well, he's going to get a backlash from it, I think. You know, because he's been doing a lot of stuff on socials as well. Yeah, he's going to get a little backlash from it, I'm sure. You know, but like I say, like I don't know the ins and outs of it, and I don't know why the communication has broke down, and you know, I don't know the contractual side of things. So, but I know that it's just fucking frustrating. That's for sure. And I think that looking at it on the surface, Fury will get a backlash from it, because I think that people feel that he was making life too difficult for a guy that has 3 of the belts.
I know it's a silly question, but where does each man go from here? We know that Usyk's got a mandatory, and it's possibly Daniel Dubois. There's also talks about him fighting in Saudi against Deontay Wilder. Yeah. Is that something that you'd entertain?
I'd love to see Deontay Wilder fight, that's for sure. And Daniel Dubois, to be fair. You know, Daniel Dubois is one of our own. A lot of people talking about Daniel not being ready yet. He's a fucking WBA regular champion. He's been boxing since he's 5. He's done his apprenticeship. He's big, he's strong, he's heavy-handed. If he hits you, you stay hit. You know, give him the opportunity. That would be nice to see Daniel get that opportunity. You know, they worked hard. You know, after that defeat with Joe Joyce, he's worked hard. He's come back. He's done well. So, yeah, man, I'd love to see Daniel Dubois get it. But for sheer excitement, yeah, I'd like to see Wilder in there. You know, I like Wilder. I've got a lot of time for Wilder. Like, technically not the best, but when you're heavy-handed, explosive, and you can take someone out with one shot, it's always edge of the seat stuff, isn't it?
Where does Fury go from here? Obviously, nobody wants to be in the situation where they're going to predict Fury's next fight, because we hoped it was Usyk. But where does he go from here?
I really don't know. That's a $1 million question. I really don't know what he's so unpredictable, Tyson Fury. We just don't know what he's going to decide to do. Will he retire? Will he continue boxing? I really don't know, if I'm honest. It'd be interesting to find out over the next, week or so what he decides to do. But it's a shame that we just never got it, mate. It really is. I don't know what Fury's going to do, if I'm honest.
Eddie Hearn sort of, put out a tweet saying, listen, let's make a little tournament.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that, yeah? AJ Fury and then Usyk, Wilder, and then the winner faces each other for undisputed.
That would be beautiful. That would be a dream, mate. I think that would be lovely. Unrealistic, but I think it would be lovely, mate. Listen, if we can't get the undisputed with Fury and Usyk, like putting that 4-man competition up would be surely undoable. So yeah, I mean, look, I'd love that though. That's a great idea.
I do want to talk about another heavyweight who was fighting in Dubai this weekend, Jarrell Miller.
Yes.
Come out on social media and started to go after some of the heavyweights. Put out, let's call it an unsavory video targeting Anthony Joshua, and sort of mentioned a family member in there. Obviously gone after Dillian White, which is fine, which is just boxing. But what do you make of that approach?
Oh, he's just a joke, man, Miller. You know what I mean? He's just a joke in my eyes. Do you know what I mean? It was a life or death struggle with a guy that is clearly past his best, in Lucas Brown, clearly past his best. And Miller was, like I say, struggling a little bit there. He come through it, but I don't like the history of the guy. He's like found, I don't know how many drug tests. He's not for me, man. I'm not interested in him.
Just a quick one before I let you go. You spoke to Joshua last week.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about how the big man is. What you got? What the main points you got out of that interview?
Listen, a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, and Anthony Joshua's been searching for that missing link, that missing piece of the jigsaw. I think he's found it in Derek James. I think Derek James can implement some of that rawness, some of that aggression that he once had, because that's his sort of style. Joshua's showed his commitment. He took himself off to Dallas, small team, living in not particularly nice environments. You know what I mean? Going back, stripping it back, Rocky style. You know what I mean? Chopping logs and all that. So he's trying to rediscover himself. But what did I take from it? He's in a good place mentally, and that's where he needed to be. It's the best I've seen Joshua for a long time.
Do we need to see some of that old Joshua back in the ring?
Of course. I said that to him even in the interview. Are we going to see that old rawness? You know what I mean? But we need to see that, but he needs to be educated. Whereas before it was reckless, and he went in there and rolled the dice. It's got to be more. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be more, educated. He's got to pick his moments, and I think you get that with experience. He's got that now. So let's see how he performs April the 1st. But I'm expecting a big performance because he seemed in a great place.
Cool, Spence. I know the rain's going to start, so I'm going to let you go and do your thing. Thank you so much, man.